Okay, hello everyone. We are sitting here at Paine Field, KPAE, in the Piper Tomahawk, my favorite plane to fly. We've got a beautiful sunset flight coming up, and we're going to take off and head south to Tacoma Narrows. This is a pretty exciting flight for me because I just upgraded my computer, so I've got a brand new computer with a new graphics card, world of difference from my old one, so it should look great, and there should be some great eye candy that comes along with that. Speaking of eye candy, let's have a look at those two airports before we take off. Alright, so light's fading quickly. Plan is to take off here from Paine Field. You can see that there's a line of jets in front of me. That's because Paine Field has a Boeing factory on it. So those are fresh off the assembly line. So we're going to get to taxi past them on our way to where we're going. Paine Field ground, November 359er Golf Charlie. VFR departure to the south. Taxi with India. Taxi runway 16 left via Delta Golf 1 Lima 1, November 359er Golf Charlie. Alright, let's go. There is a payware version of this airport available. I have not bought it. It's a package of 5 Seattle airports. It's Seattle Airport XP on the X-Plane store. I might get it. $30 for 5 airports is actually a pretty good bargain. Alright. I am running with world traffic, so I do expect to see some traffic once we get en route. Of course, we've got some ground traffic to look out for here. And so I mentioned my my computer upgrade. If you followed my videos, you know that I've struggled a bit. I have a 2016 MacBook Pro, and sometimes I do my flights on the Mac side. I also have Windows Boot Camp, sometimes do it on the Windows side. I do have an external GPU, which somewhat works on the Windows side, so but it's been a struggle. I finally decided to just plop down a chunk of change and get a Razer 15 with an RTX 2060, 16 gigabyte RAM, i7 9750. I might upgrade it to 32 gig RAM. We'll see. But so far, you know, it's just awesome. I'll put the stats in my description. I'm a laptop type of guy. I used to have a computer room long ago, but I don't really like disappearing into my computer room. I'd rather have a laptop someplace near where my family is, and that's why I was happy to see that gaming laptops like the Razer are a lot like my MacBook Pro. but with an RTX 2060. All right, we'll do our run up here. All right, so we are actually underneath the Bravo, and we're going to stay that way, so we're not going to need to get clearance into the Bravo. Shelves are at 3,000 and 5,000, so as long as we keep the 2,500 for our flight, we will stay under the Bravo. Paine Field Tower, November 359er, Golf Charlie, holding short, runway 16 left. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, maintain VFR, at or below 3,000, November 359er, Golf Charlie. Alright. Let's have a look and make sure that we have no world traffic coming in to land on us. Everything's set up. Alt. Flaps. We're good. Let's go. Rotate. Alright, 1,000 feet above ground. Fuel pump off. Landing lights off. And I could use a little bit more panel lights. There we go. You can see the Tacoma Narrows bridge lights all the way from here. So straight off my nose is a white light, which is the field, and to the left of that is the red pulsing lights of the Tacoma Narrows bridge. So just have to aim for that. Got some traffic. Alright, just off my left wingtip there is Seattle. You can see the skyline. It would be nice to get closer, but we would be in the surface shelf of the Bravo, and we're not cleared for that. Tacoma Narrows Tower, November 359er Golf Charlie, 19 miles north at 2,400, landing with Juliet. Enter right downwind, runway 35, report midfield, November 359er Golf Charlie. If you're used to flying planes that have autopilots, it's easy just to put the altitude hold on and let it keep you level, but of course you should really learn to trim it. There's no autopilot on the Tomahawk, so had to trim it out to get it to fly level like this. But it's when you get it all set up, it's kind of like being on autopilot. The plane will keep going in the direction you point it. You can see the stars just starting to come out. I'm running a custom astro.dat file, which I got off the forum. The astro.dat file has all of the stars that show up in the sky, plus their magnitudes, so the constellations are accurate and have the right brightness. Looks great. If you have a GPS, one of the tricks you can use is to put it into OBS mode and then dial the runway into your OBS. So this is 35. That will extend a line straight out from the airport along that heading. You have to be careful. The GPS location of the airport isn't necessarily the location of the runway, right? It might be might be the middle of the airport where there's buildings, so it's a guide, but you can't blindly follow it. It's not like it's an ILS that's going to take you right to the runway. Got the bridge right in front of us. Alright. Fuel pump on, landing light on. Just as we clear the bridge, we'll be midfield. Use your wing as a guide right when it lines up with the beacon there. And there we go. Tacoma Narrows Tower, November 359 Golf Charlie, midfield, runway 35. Cleared to land, runway 35, November 359 Golf Charlie. Alright, first notch of flaps. Turning base. Tacoma Narrows Tower, November 359 Golf Charlie, clear runway 35. Over to ground. Tacoma Narrows ground, November 359 Golf Charlie, at Alpha 2, taxi to PAVCO for parking. Taxi Alpha 2 Delta 2 to PAVCO, November 359 Golf Charlie. Actually, I'm going to put my landing light back on because it's the taxi light on. There we go. Can't see where I'm going. The taxi light on the Tomahawk is the landing light. There's PAVCO, straight ahead. Alright, that was fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was not the best landing in the world, but it wasn't terrible. I just was way off center line. Got to work on my nighttime landings, which is why I'm doing flights like this. Alright, thanks. Bye.